How is everybody doing today? Welcome to the Cross-Eyed Texan. We are actually going to do a fragrance review / comparison today. One of the first Aventus clones I bought was through a company called Sterling Soap Company, because I had bought the shaving soap and it smelled so fantastic I had to have the aftershave. And lo and behold, I discovered that they also made an EDT. It's a great smelling product but it leans a little more toward Aventus cologne because it doesn't have the woods and the birch smell and the smokiness to it. The second one I bought because I liked it so much was by Rayanne Tradition, and it was pure, and I think it was only $20, and I really liked that one. It smelled pretty good, but I gave it to a young man who I'm trying to get into the fragrance hobby, and he's enjoying it. And the next thing I bought was the ubiquitous Mont Blanc Legend. Like a lot of people with this fragrance, ooh, that's close. Like a lot of people with this fragrance, I have problems with the longevity of it. I don't have a problem with how it smells. Not one bit. I'm dropping stuff. Not one bit. I don't have a problem with how it smells. My problem is with how long it lasts. But it smells fantastic. And I know that some people don't have a problem with the longevity on this. And this one feels a little more ambroxany, but it's, it is what it is. So recently, I discovered that that the Insurrection 2 Pure had put out this. It's funny, there's a typo on here. It says highly concentrated. I think that's funny. But it is Le Parfum version of Insurrection 2 Pure. Now let me run this over here. And there's really nothing on the sides, nothing on the top. And there's what I think is a batch code, but good Lord, it's hard to see. And the presentation that they do is similar to the other ones, but you have this little plexiglass front on it, and your fragrance sits down in here. And yes, I have wore this. I just wanted to put it back in here for the video. And you pull that little tab out, and out comes your fragrance. And it's in the typical Rayanne Tradition Insurrection bottle, but this one has a little more of a perloid look to it. And let's talk about the fragrance. Right off the top, you get the pineapple and the bergamot, and you get the black currant notes. You get all the things that kind of make it smell Aventus-y. Okay, just for the record, I don't own any Aventus. I can't afford Aventus, so I gotta get as close as I can. But on the bottom, you can see it. There's a batch code and information like that. This, to me, is better as far as longevity goes, and as far as overall scent composure goes. This smells better to my nose than this. And perhaps if you find that this doesn't provide the longevity that you would like to have, I would strongly suggest giving this a try. In fact, once I figured out how that thing's pointing, I'm going to spray a little bit more on. Now, I got 8 hours out of this, and that's perfect. That's right where you want to be. That way, if you get home from work and you want to freshen up, you've got that option. But it did carry me through a day. In about 2 hours, it still projected quite well. I actually got 3 or 4 compliments on this. I went out to breakfast with a friend of mine a few days ago, and I got a compliment from him and from a couple of the people who were waiting on us. They said it smelled very good. It's balanced. even though I'm sure it's got ambroxan in it, it doesn't feel as ambroxany as Mont Blanc Explorer. And besides, the ambroxan part of it is way further down the line because the top notes tend to last quite a bit longer. It's smooth. I would say it's about a 60-40 split in the first couple hours. 60% of the sweetness and the brightness, and 40%. And then within about 2 hours, 3 hours, it kind of shifts to about a 50-50, and it stays like that throughout the life of the fragrance. But I actually picked this up at, see, that's cool. I like how that reflects on there. I actually picked this up at Amazon, believe it or not, for $40, but you can probably find it on Fragrance X or Fragrance Net for a little bit cheaper. But this is really good. I do plan on buying a little bit of Aventus from Micro Perfumes because I'm curious just how close it is. But I kind of put that out of my head because I'm not ever going to have $400, $300 to drop on Creed's Aventus. So, you know, it's like wanting a Ferrari when all you can afford is a Hyundai. You know, you just got to be thankful for what you have. And I am. I've got enough fragrances behind me to keep me busy for a while. And the biggest problem I have these days is trying to decide which one I want to wear. And, you know, that's a good problem to have. Things could be a lot worse. Well, I hope this has helped you in some way. I hope you will reach out and give this a try. I'll put a link to where I got this. And I will put the note breakdown from Fragrantica for this particular one in the description too. I've picked up a couple of new subscribers, and thank you to the guy from the T-Mobile store. I appreciate you taking my old phone back, and appreciate you subscribing. I'm just an average Joe. I don't have 500 or 600 bottles of cologne. I'm just a guy on a budget trying to smell good. You know what I'm saying? So if that's your thing, if you're into wet shaving, if you're into all that kind of stuff, tell a friend, have them subscribe. If this video was remotely helpful to you, go ahead and like it and subscribe to the channel. And don't forget, you are hanging out. If you're going to hang out for the shaving video, it's Saturday night. We're going to do a shave. I haven't decided what I'm going to do, but I'm kind of leaning toward Proraso Red. I haven't done a feature video on that, and I think it's about time. It's chilly here in Texas, and I love the smell of sandalwood when it's chilly outside. Anyway, God bless you guys. Have a great day. Thanks for watching the video. Stay safe. Take care of each other.